y'all this morning. We got a crisp, clear day today. All nice and bright and shiny. We are headed down the road to work. There's some of the farmer's fields. He's been working on some of them, I guess for crawfish. Or maybe just to let them sit and recuperate. But usually at some time he has crawfish and then later he has something else. Anyway, we are bebopping down the road, laughing about the birds and the dog this morning. Was letting the birds eat her food. We have 2 dogs, but the one we were laughing about, the birds would go and fly and sit on her, the little fencing around her run. And, well, we thought at first that she wasn't paying attention and they were eating her food. And at some point, we realized that she was letting them. So my daughter honked at her. But it's like she said, as soon as we get down the road, Bella, that's the dog, is going to let the birds eat her food again. So, and then if it's not the food, if it's not the birds, later tonight when we bring Bella in, my dogs are inside dogs that we put out during the day, well, to get some sun and to see and do something different. But there's a possum, a big possum, that comes and eats anything in her run that she didn't eat during the day. So I guess we're feeding the yard. I need to put out some more bird seed in the bird feeder. We have a tray and Domino will fill that up when I remind her. But the 2 feeders, I have to get somebody to help me fill those up. So I noticed that they were empty. Probably why the birds are so interested in the dog food. Let's see. Vinod Yadav. I'm probably saying that all wrong. Good morning. How are you? How are things where you are? And then I was trying to get some video of the cat, but the cat wasn't cooperating. I did get a little bit of video of the cat, though. I'm planning, I call them different things, but it's all roughly like a montage of different things that I see during the week. So I'm hoping to do one tomorrow. They never stay in place long enough at any one time. So a montage usually works. And then traffic, I like it when the traffic is moving. So yeah, sometimes I do a montage of traffic. And it's, a bunch of clips of, it could be anywhere a minute or 2 minutes down to 7 seconds of the traffic moving and flowing and doing its thing. Well, it says 4 people are here, but 4 people aren't talking this morning. Johnny Smallpepper, good morning. How are you? You're up bright and early. Are you usually an early bird? I've already gotten up and gotten Domino organized and out the door with her staff. so I could go and do my day. Ooh, birds. Bunch of birds. Somebody must have dropped some rice. There's a rice mill down here one way, and I think the soybean bean mill is the other way. But somebody must have dropped rice or something all over the road because there was a bunch of them. Make this a little smaller so we can see some of those trucks. Share it out and thank you. I appreciate it, Joni Small Pepper. Thank you very much. I believe you're the first thumb. Even though there's several people in the chat, none of them have hit the thumb except you. So thank you. Yep, but I'm headed to work. Today is not one of my better days, so I've only uploaded a short so I can, I schedule it to drop it in the afternoon, but I upload them in the morning. I did see somebody, I lose track of who I see saying what on YouTube, saying that they do those things the day before. I'm not quite that organized. But, yeah, I'm kind of dragging butt this morning. I did post a reel on Facebook, but of course she should have posted about my son, her daddy, dying exactly a year ago. So, and I remembered, but I was just trying not to think about it. And of course I read her post. So, that got me stuck. But anyway, good morning, Bud Files. How are you? How are things where you're at? People know each other in the chat. Good. Daryl Henderson. Hello, beautiful lady. Hello, Daryl. How are you? Wow Info. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. How are things going where you're at? Things are bright and crisp and clear here. It got down to 44, I think, last night. That's my lower than the 50s is my cold point. I am cold. I live in the South. I don't like being cold. Huh? Yeah, my daughter. My daughter drives me to work. I know some of y'all don't. I'm busy on the live and with the video, and my daughter's busy doing the driving. But she doesn't seem to ever be cold, you know? So I'm sitting huddled up in front of a heater, and she's running around the house in short shorts and short sleeves, you know? Anyway. Wow Info. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I bet it's cold there. I bet you're cold there. 6 people in the house and 3 thumbs. Thank y'all, whoever hit the thumbs. Algo likes that, and I like it too. If any of y'all are in here and haven't hit the thumb, please do so. I have a membership meeting that I'm running at noon today. So, I've got to go and get my little documents together. It's a membership meeting training. So I train on grassroots advocacy. How to do, what stage we're at in the process. You know, there's a process every year. So, I bring people up to date about where we are in the process and what we could be doing. We were facing a fiscal cliff this year, a pretty significant one. And I think that they've figured out, the legislators have figured out part of the problem, but I'm still concerned we're going to have cuts to health services of one kind or another for people with disabilities, so keeping track of that. But I don't think I'm going to have a member meeting next month. Maybe in January. In January, the fact sheets should be ready for us to visit our legislators. Because that's what I do on my day job. I help families that have a member with a disability find and access resources, and I activate the grassroots. In Louisiana we have parishes. In other states y'all have counties, I believe, or most other states. And in our parishes, in 5 of our parishes, there's somebody like me all over the state, but I am responsible for 5 parishes, and I activate the people with disabilities, people that care about people with disabilities, relatives, and even professionals, about the changes and how those changes could affect them and things that they could do about it, if at all possible. It's interesting work. Though here, since the pandemic, it's kind of hard to get people to engaged. I don't know. I don't know if it was already getting to be that way and the pandemic made it worse, or if the pandemic did it, or what. I haven't figured those things out. And I don't guess I'll be around long enough. Well, I want to live till I'm 90. So maybe I will be around long enough to be able to read about the pandemic in the history books and see if time gives everybody any wisdom about the things that happened and what it did to people. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I see my chat numbers have jumped down to 1 person in the house. God bless the one of you that's still listening to me. The kind of things that are important to me are hardly ever important to other people. Depending on the topic, my daughter will roll her eyes at me. She supports me though. If sometimes she gets on the webinars, or sometimes she comes to the different activities and helps. So, yeah, I think my chat is stuck. Or like I said, it says almost everybody left. So that might be the problem, is there's nobody here. That's all right, though. I'm at the point in my life I can talk to myself. Maybe I always could talk to myself, but I'm at the point in my life where I talk to myself, and I don't care what anybody thinks. They're out getting that grass early. My grass needs to be cut. The grass guy called me and said that he didn't come this week. Now, he hasn't cut. He comes every other week. He hasn't cut in probably a month because it really hasn't been long enough. But we did get some rain, and it did get a little longer. But of course, the night before he's scheduled to come, it rained good. So he was like, okay, we're going to wait 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, well, we need to talk in 2 weeks because the grass has gotten a little long. I don't like it short, but I don't like it long. I want to see the green when I look in my yard. I don't want to see, little brown spots. But I don't like it to get unruly either. And grass will get unruly. I have some clover out there, though. I have different kinds of grass in my yard. I like seeing it. But my grass guy comes from out of town. He has a contract in my town with one company or another, and he has like 2 or 3 yards. So he's not like down the street and can come the next day. He tries. He's well, even another parish over. So he tries to come once every 2 weeks if he can. Dumpaholic fishing. Hey, good morning. How are you? How are things in your neck of the woods? Yeah, I'm not saying that name. I'll let you stay, but I'm not real thrilled with names like that. But hello from Scotland. How are you? Thumpaholic fishing. I'm at work. I am headed to work. It's like my daughter Domino says, go make your money, honey. That's what I'm headed to. Happy Friday to you too. I hope you have a good, easy end of the week work day. I'm assuming it's the end of the week. You're green, Rose. Some people work on Saturdays, and I occasionally work on Saturdays, but not, well, I might have paperwork to do, but not much. Not if I can help it. Yeah, I was telling everybody I'm not driving. Wave. The daughter is driving. I haven't driven in probably a year and 3 or 4 months, huh? For various reasons. So she drives me to work, and that way I can get on live and do the filming and what have you, and do the talking. I don't multitask with driving very well. I used to have a stand on my dash, but even then I just wasn't doing it very well. Well, they're working on the street. They're always working on our streets. But yeah, I just feel like it's safer right now. She does the driving part, and I do the live and the talking part. Even when I go to like Baton Rouge on occasion, not very often, but 2 or 3 times a year, to for a training or we call them yellow shirt days. She does the driving. You have a great weekend too, Thumpaholic. Johnny shared you out. Just popped in to say, okay, well, from Scotland, thank you. Drop a like. Apologies. It's no big deal. It's not like I've never heard that word before. I just typically don't say it on my live stream. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know if you really get in trouble for saying some things or not on your live streams, but I don't want to go there, Yeah, I keep trying to get to your channel for a bit of watch support, Thumpaholic, and I'm going to keep trying to do it. So your name is Corey. Well, it's nice to meet you, Corey. Now, I have to tell you the truth. I probably won't remember. So when I start calling you Thumpaholic again, please forgive me. But I have 5,000 something friends on YouTube and probably 20,000 on 19,000, I think, on Facebook. So I'm not going to remember everybody or everybody's real name. I try, especially the ones that I visit often, but yeah. Okay, well, we're at my office. It snuck up on me because I was busy chattering my mouth. Hey, Lisa, I did see you. Thank y'all for spending some time with me. I usually get off before I get here, but like I said, I was flapping my jaws. Bye. Bye, y'all.